Hello everyone. It's been a long time since I made a video. Really hasn't been too much going on. And 63 today, which is the nicest day it's going to be this week because over the next few days it's going to rain. I've been putting this chore off forever, so I have to come out here and do it. So the chore I'm talking about is I need to get the wastewater out of the RV and I need to empty the freshwater tank. So I'm basically going to run the pump it into the wastewater, down the toilet. So see, I've got this sewer connection right here outside the house, and you have to run the pipe into there so you can get rid of the sewage. The problem is it takes a lot of pipe. As you can see, this pipe is going all the way around there, and it just doesn't reach. So you might be thinking, well, why don't you just get a bunch of extensions and just hook them all in and then you'll have plenty? Well, that would be ideal, right? But what I have right now at the house is basically just two that connect into each other. And it's not quite long enough. It's not going to be possible to do it without moving the camper, and that's a whole other thing. I mean, it would take me like an hour. I'd have to back the truck up, hook it into the camper, then I'd have to move the camper over here, move it back, and I can't leave it here because the HOA has rules against you having a camper. The camper has to be behind the house, but it has to be within the confines of the house. It can't be behind the house and beside the house. I'm using up all this piping here going around the fence, right? So why couldn't I just come right through there, like through the fence? Well, it's not big enough. The space is not big enough to fit this huge 4-inch pipe. So I'm thinking, maybe I should just make the space big enough. Just cut a piece of the fence. So basically what I would need to do is I would just need to cut this little piece out here. And just cut a chunk out here. It could go straight across and I'd have enough pipe at that point. But I was justifying all this myself. Like sometimes we have rabbits will run through here, and if the dog sees the rabbit, he'll run after it, and sometimes the rabbit can get stuck at the fence and can't get away. So I thought, well, if I put that little hole there in the fence, not only can I use the pipe, put the sewer pipe there whenever I need it, but also it gives a way for any rabbits to get away, to escape. And basically I just want to cut it big enough to be 4 inches. Well, it's not going to go this way because it runs into the house, so I'm going to have to cut it from this way. So really I don't have to cut that much off, really. I mean, I would be safe to cut even just right here. Would you look at that? Look. Awesome. Wow, it was just that simple. Now let's see if I've got enough pipe. Let's push this pipe all the way through. Got enough leeway there. All right, so it looks like I may have enough. Let's pull it tight here. So basically this comes off. It's always hard to turn. And this is from the sewage, and this is from the gray water tank. That's like shower water and sink and everything. You just connect this up. Be sure there's a seal on there. If there's not a seal on there, it'll leak sewage. It's disgusting. And since I got a little bit of extra, let's do that. Now I just got to put all the water from the water tank in it. By the way, the white stuff on this floor is not dirt. It's for this to kill roaches. So this is the from the shower. This is brand new, by the way. I just put this on here, and when it's come off, which is not a good thing. Don't tell me I'm gonna have to buy another one. Well, Now the water's not coming on at all. Oh, goodness. Maybe it's the water pump. I don't know. Maybe the water pump's working. So don't tell me I got to stand here with my foot down. So I can just sit here on the toilet with my foot on the pedal, emptying out the tank. I don't know why this is not working. Okay, so all the water has been emptied out of the tanks, and most of it, 99% of it's in the sewage. So I'm just gonna pull this, and the water's gonna race down there, and hopefully into that sewage thing. Well, I always get nervous about doing this. I'm afraid sewage is gonna go. Hey, baby. Hey, darling. What you doing? All right. All right. Okay, so it looks like they're both emptied out. Now the fun part is unhooking it and lifting it up so that it all runs in there. Because that tube right there is full of wastewater right now. Okay, so we just close up the valves here and disconnect here. And put this cover back on. I always forget to put it on, so put it back on so I don't forget. You hear that? Oh, this should be interesting. Well, actually, I can probably just disconnect it here. And then, so then from this side, lift it up. I can feel it, it's pretty heavy. And put the lid on. All right, so that's it. Chore is done. I don't have to do it again until spring, which makes me so happy. And I'm glad I got my little cut there made in the wood, so I don't have to, it makes it easy in the future. And now I just got to clean up all my stuff, put it all back in the shop, and I'm good to go. So that wasn't that bad. Isn't that the way it is? I mean, everything you think it's going to be such a pain, and then things turn out to be not as bad as you thought. So that was the case today. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Bye. Okay.